Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited. I have a brand new subscription. This is the Lurella. My friend Christine, she has recommended this to me before. I have one palette from this brand that I did actually finally use this year that I've had for a couple of years. I may pull it out just so you can see it, but we're going to open this up. This is a $29 subscription. I think it's 5 to 7 full-size items. They're all from the brand. So this is brand exclusive. You're not going to get any outside brand things from this. But again, the only thing that I have tried from Lurella is the one palette that I have. So yeah, stick around. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe because I am going to get this for at least a couple of months. And we'll see how we like it. I'm excited to try some more from the brand. So yeah, let me find that palette and then we'll jump into the unboxing. Okay, I did find the palette. This is the palette that I have from the brand. It's called Sweetheart. This was a Valentine release a couple of years ago from the brand. I want to say that this came in a Try Beauty box. I used to get that couple of years ago, and that one was nice. It was 5 full-size items, but it came every other month. The website for the brand still exists, but I did not see any updated pictures for that subscription box since like 2021. So I don't know if you can still get Tribe, but it was nice again because it was every other month. But yeah, this is what the inside of that palette looks like. I did finally try it this year. Like I said, I've had the palette for a couple of years, never got around to it, but I liked it. It's very pigmented. The shimmers were nice. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to put this. My room is a disaster. So yeah, I think it said 5 to 7 items. And I think, you know, it varies depending on obviously what they decide to put in there. They do like holiday themed boxes. Like for Halloween, it was a Tombstone palette, I believe. And it was red and black. The palettes that come in the subscription box are available on the website once the box has come out, I think is the way it works. So the subscribers get the palettes first, and then if you want to purchase them, you can. I wasn't sure if this came, this is what I'm seeing, if there's a pretty box on the inside, but the theme for this box, this is February's box technically. I know we're in March, but I ordered this the end of the month, so I was able to get this. So they did do a St. Patrick's Day themed box, which is why I decided to get it. I think March's box looks like it's a multi like eye and face palette. And then it does tell you what is in here. So there should be a highlighter, a gemstone mirror, a small blending, and a large angled brush, gold eyeliner, So Lucky palette, Can't Pinch This palette, Grande Luxe, which I don't know what that is, and then a Posh pouch. So was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 8? So again, I will link this company and their subscription box down below because like I said, they do have a web, like a regular website where you can order the items individually, or you can sign up for the box. My hope is to try and keep it through when they do their October, which should come out in September, their Halloween palette for this coming year. And they actually did do a pretty cute like reindeer palette for Christmas. So this is what the box looks like. So there's not another inner box in here, which is fine. And I'm gonna assume the value is over the $29. I don't know. I'd have to go on the website and calculate that. Again, I am not familiar with the brand at all. So first we have the mirror. From their gemstone series. It's a compact mirror. Oh, this is pretty big. Oh, is this one of those that plugs in? That's kind of cool. So it has a cord so you can charge it. LED rechargeable compact mirror. So you can plug it in. have a rechargeable like, ring light thing for the phone, but I do not have a little rechargeable mirror. This would be nice for traveling because like mine has a cord and you can plug it in and this lights up. I've never used the light on that. I don't know where the cord is. It may be on the floor over here because I used to have the bag for the mirror, but so there's the mirror, and then it has instructions. Double click to turn on the lights, press and hold to dim, and then click again to turn off. It's not charged yet, but that's kind of nifty. And it's pretty. It's kind of like a mother of pearl almost, with a little more green in it. And again, I will try to not lose the cord because I realized when I took my big mirror, I was like, I don't have the cord. Come to think of it, I think it might be the same cord as this. So if that's the case, then I can at least charge them both. I'll have to look. And I'm hoping, like I said, the mirror cord is on the floor under the pile of garbage that I have over here. So that's the first item. Next thing, this is the highlighter. It does have bubble wrap, which is nice. And then of course it's vacuum sealed, which I appreciate, but I talked about this in a video, and my friend Christine and a couple other people were laughing at me in the comments because it's like a CD years ago. I grew up in the 90s. I was a senior in high school in 2003. So CDs were very much a thing, and even DVDs. That's what this reminds me of, because if you've ever opened a CD from back in the day with the plastic and then the stickers, and then they reached a point where there were stickers on like all three edges, it took like 20 minutes to open a CD and a DVD. Well, the DVDs don't have quite as many stickers, but the CDs, it was a chore. So that's what that reminds me of. This is in the shade Jewels, I'm going to say. You probably can't see that. It's on like silver, antique gold colored packaging. So it's just plastic. It's black. It has obviously the brand name on it. It doesn't feel like cheap though. It's got a little bit of weight to it. And it's pretty. It's a gold highlighter, which I think is fitting for the theme, but it doesn't look like it's super yellow gold. It looks like it's going to be champagne, which is the color that I tend to wear most often. That's pretty. So that is the second item. I feel like this is going to, excuse me, take forever to get through. I'm going to leave the palettes till the end because everything is in plastic. Okay, this is Fantasy Glitter Eyeliner, and Certified Gold is this shade. Did it say? Yeah, Certified Gold Eyeliner. Again, I appreciate them wanting to make sure that everything's sealed. And this stuff, you know, is all post-COVID. But I don't know that I need everything to be vacuum sealed. I get that they want to make sure that you know that nobody touched it, but okay, is this kind of looks like a liquid? Oh, it is a liquid. That's fun. I have some liquid colored liners, but not a ton, and definitely not one that's gold. That's pretty. So there it is right there. It's not the like the darkest, but it is pretty. I think if that was like a darker yellow, it wouldn't look gold. You'd be more almost like orangey yellow. So I can understand why they did that. What is this? This is a jumbo beauty sponge. I don't know which item this is, because there's a Grande Luxe and a Posh. The pouch is the bag that's in here. This might be the one. It's in the shade mint green. This is huge. So I'm assuming this is maybe the Grande Luxe like sponge. Again, it would probably help if I was a little more familiar with the brand. I normally wouldn't open the sponge all the way like this. It's very big and I just want to feel it. I will put this in. It's a little bit firm, but I feel like once you wet it, it's going to be pretty soft. But this thing is going to be like half the size of my face because this is already big. Can you imagine if this thing expands? So I'm going to say that it's probably the Grande Luxe thing, but I have a bunch of brand new sponges in my overflow drawer. So this will go in there. I just was curious how soft it felt. Yeah, that's ginormous. I've had some big beauty sponges, but I think this is probably going to be the biggest one I've ever used when I finally use it. So there's that. I can see the brushes. There's an LC06 and an LC04. Small blending and large angle brush. Neither one of these look like a small blending. They both look like bigger face brushes. Again, I probably wouldn't open these right away because I have a bunch of brushes, and then the ones that I don't use right away go in like an overflow section. But I, again, never used anything from the brand, so that's what the two look like. This one, I don't know, other than maybe like setting powder like under the eye, because this one's a little bit flatter. Yeah, I could see that being for powder. And then this one could potentially be like highlighter. It's a little fluffier. So I could see maybe using these and giving them a try. So powder, and I'll leave those out for now. Those do not go in the same little thing. Okay, and then we have the bag. I think it's a tote bag, which is fine because I do use tote bags. I keep them in my car. My mom and my mother-in-law both, which I appreciate, end up sending a lot of stuff home. Food, stuff for the kids, random crap they find in their house. So I tend to keep reusable bags, especially for my in-laws' house, because my father-in-law likes to throw away all the grocery, like plastic grocery bags. So I don't always have a bag, and then I end up going home with like a giant pile of crap. So I've started keeping some reusable bags in my car, mainly for my in-laws. But this one's kind of nice. I don't have one quite this size. Like, it's a little bit shorter than a typical tote bag, but it's more rectangular, but it does have a little pocket on the inside. So again, this will be nice for in the car. So I do use tote bags. Not everybody would probably like the tote bag, but again, I do use them, so I keep them in the car. And then like when we've gone to the library, you can get plastic bags at the library, but it's nice just to use your own bag. Kids and I have started going to the library again a little bit, and it just shows the subscription box. I was hoping there was going to be like more product info on here, but there's not. But I am capable of going on the website and looking. Okay, so the last, where did I just put them? Oh, under here. I'm a little bit tired. It was a long week last week. We went to Disney like 2 weekends ago. Last weekend, my husband and I went to like a paranormal circus Saturday evening, and then Sunday, like blinked and it was over. So I feel like it's been a long week. So the last, as I scratch myself, the last two things, and they're also vacuum sealed, are the two palettes. So we have So Lucky. I'm going to keep the bubble wrap because I still have some stuff that I need to mail my friend Christine. I do have a trash bag. There is a huge pile of garbage. There's like a pile of stuff back here. I normally keep a little white like IKEA cart next to me with like prepped filming stuff. I had to empty it because my husband needed a cart for some stuff of his. And so I've got a pile over there. Like it's a little bit of a wreck in here. And this is Can't Pinch This. I did see what the insides of these looked like, And they looked cute from what I saw. They said, I appreciate that they do like theme palettes. And St. Patrick's Day is one of those where you don't really see much for, other than the one that ColourPop did several years ago. Their first green monochromatic palette, I feel like, was a more St. Patrick's Day-esque. Can't remember what the name of that palette was, but the original green one, the very first one they did. And then I did order a St. Patrick's Day palette from CNC Beauty. Never tried their palettes before, but I do have one coming from them, and I will go more into that in that video. So let's get these out. So there is the So Lucky little pot of gold, which is very cute. Again, like I said, you don't really see a whole lot of St. Patrick's Day. I have quite a few Valentine palettes. I was kind of shocked. I have more I probably have equal now, but at one point I had more Valentine than I did any other holiday. I probably have more Halloween now because the last like 2 years I went all overboard. But and then this is the Can't Pinch This. So we have the little 4-leaf clover and then the little pot of gold. So these are very cute. And then let's look at the inside here. So this first one is, can I count? 6 shades. 2 look like they're pressed glitters. This palette does have 1, so I'm going to say the brand tends to do. No, this one doesn't have any. I thought it did. I think I'm thinking of the Be Bella. They tend to do pressed glitters also. Both of the palettes that I have from that brand, I think, have 1 in both of them. This one does not. So not every single palette, but these 2, Charm and Leprechaun, they feel very creamy. So I could see not even needing a glitter glue. I always use one anyway, just out of habit, but they're very, like, that came completely off of my finger. They're very emollient feeling, super creamy, like not dry at all. And the green almost came all the way off. So yeah, you would probably not need a glitter glue. Yeah, and the rest of it came off, which is nice. So very wet feeling glitter, like super creamy, whatever they're using as the binder is nice. And then there's 3 mattes. So the 2 greens are matte and then the beige, and then this emerald color is a dark green shimmer. Let's see. Not the most metallic. It does have a little bit of a green shift to it, but again, I like those glitters a lot. I am somebody that likes pressed glitters. I used to make my own. I don't have as many as I used to because most of the ones that I made expired and I had to throw them away. So I'm always happy to get some nice pressed glitters and palettes because, again, I do use them. Not everybody likes glitter, so just be aware that the 4-leaf clover palette, should you decide, I think these run about between 10 and 15 a piece, so they're pretty inexpensive. So if you're interested in these palettes just on their own, again, I will link this website down below. And then if you're interested in the box for future, it looks like there is 1 glitter in here. It's the black. And then I like that while they are like nice companions of one another, there's no overlap in shades, and the colors in both are very different. Like you've got more grungy, whereas these are like brighter. You've got like a true, So Lucky is like a true green, and then this bright green, and then very much grungy. But you can use them together, so I like that they did that. So let's see. I'll swatch the glitter on this hand, and then I may need to use the other hand, but let's feel. Just as nice. It's a black glitter with silver in it. That's interesting. You don't see a lot of blacks as far as glitter is concerned, but I do like that. Adding the silver in gives it a little more reflectivity. I don't know if that's an actual word, but problem you run into with dark glitters is they don't catch the light. I want to do a video on glitter specifically because there's a couple of brands that I absolutely do not like their pressed glitter formula, but I like that they added the silver just because that's going to catch the light better. And then let's look at the shimmers, because in this one you only have 2 mattes. As I drop it, the mossy, I got eyeshadow all over me. The mossy green is matte, and then the brown is matte. Everything else is a shimmer. So let's see, we have Pot of Gold, which looks more like an antique gold. Right there. And then we have Whiskey, which definitely looks like more of a yellow gold. So there's the 2 golds. They're close, but again, this one's warmer, this one's cooler. You've got Clover in a lighter green, kind of metallic right there. And then Rich is a kind of a mossy, olivey green almost in that metallic. So there's a good variety of mattes between the 2. And again, I'm liking their glitter formula a lot. And it looks like the green maybe has a slightly colored base to it, because there's a little bit of like yellow up in here, and I didn't run it over anything, so that could be also why it's looking like so bright. There's a little bit of a colored base underneath. So yeah, I like both of the palettes. So we got the 2 palettes. There is a full-size champagne highlighter. We got the giant blending sponge, the little compact light up mirror that I actually think is kind of neat. These 2 brushes, which I am going to put in my, they've got a decent weight. Like, they don't feel cheap. It is like a plasticky handle, but they're not, there's a little bit of weight to them. Like I said, they don't feel like super cheap. This will be highlighter, and then I'll try this out for powder. And then we also got the gold liquid liner. Oh, and I almost forgot about the tote bag. So this, I think, was a good amount of stuff. And I, again, will show the card that they sent. And then here, I think I wonder, because I ordered this so late, if maybe the brushes I got are different than what's on the list. Because if you look, and this may just be the way, there's a brush here, and then there's the 2 brushes here, because neither one of these look like a small blending brush. So I'm wondering if they had to swap some things. And then also the bag that's on here, I don't mind this one, but it's not, I think they had more of a green corduroy. I was thinking velvet, but I'm like, that's not what that looks like. Almost corduroy, and maybe a zip bag, which again, I actually kind of like this better, because this smaller bag, I would have just went in with my giveaway. So I'm wondering if they had to swap out some things just because of how late in the month I ordered, which is totally fine. Again, I like what's here, and that also could be why the Grand Luxe item, whatever that is, like, this may have been swapped out too. But again, I'm happy with everything that's in here. So if they did have to do that, I think they did a good job making, you know, necessary accommodations. So yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think of this box. Again, I will link them down below. And again, I'm pretty sure all of these things can be purchased individually off of the website if you're interested in any one item. Last time I looked, these palettes, I think, were still available. So again, you can purchase these individually as well. I don't know if they have them as a bundle. I didn't look at the website that closely, but yeah, I do like that it is a brand in itself, and that you can go on and buy the items if you want to. So say you just watched the unboxings and you wanted to get the stuff, but you don't want to sign up for the box. So I appreciate that you have that ability. So yeah, I will definitely link them down below. Thank you guys so much. Again, let me know what you thought of the subscription box. I apologize that this is super rambly. That tends to happen more when I'm tired. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And hopefully I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, everybody.